Well, Jack obviously used to be one of the most fearsome defenders in the Premiership, but now it's Katie.
Right,
so Katie,
yes.
do you want to come over here? We've got someone to help us out. Who's our Ash? Is it? Oh, this is Ash. Right, Ash is going to be the attacker. So pick up a ball. In fact, you might want me to pass it. Okay, so let's just have a think first about, we should have a look maybe at some of your stats from the season and particularly the game against Exeter. So if we can just pull those up. Yeah, here we go. So obviously 7 appearances, 438 minutes, 89 tackles, but actually the big one, 34 tackles against Exeter. But obviously all those tackles weren't the same style of tackle. You're renowned for your big hits, though not tonight. You're renowned for your big hits, but how do you decide whether you can make a big hit or whether you have to be a bit more conservative?
Yeah, it's you got to decide from the beginning. You got to read the play, and obviously you got to see who's outside numbers on your feet. It's basically making a decision and going with it. If you stick in a system, you've got guys filling up your holes, then it's pretty easy. I'm lucky that I have guys smarter than me that
a lot of guys filling up your holes. Anyway, we've got a few clips of you in action here. Can we have a look at those? Just talk us through. So obviously that's a big hit on James Simpson, Daniel.
That's bigger than 83, I think.
But what's happening here?
Ben Morgan, obviously twice my size, so just had to get him to the ground. So basically just trying to take his legs out. That was off the base of a scrum, he's quite quick as well, so just trying to get the legs down. Technique here, probably not the best. My head is a bit down, but managed to get a hit in and got it on the ball, so trying to dislodge it, so not a bad tackle, but could have been slightly better. Okay,
so if we take our time a bit here with Ash, so if I'm Ash's scrum half, I'm at the base, what are you thinking as to what tackle selection you're going to use? Good luck, Ash. He's angry as well.
Your first prize obviously is to get the turnover tackle. You want to hit a guy, man and ball, if you can. Get off the line hard. That's the way we like to play. Get your 1 and 2 set. So you got a guy covering the show and go from the 9. You got your 2. He's not going to go hard. Otherwise, the 9 will just go through the gap there. So he's got 2 set. So basically, line the guy up.
And as I pass, you're obviously allowed to break the off line.
That is what we're doing.
So
we get hard on the line. So we're trying to get on the ball. So basically, what you do. If the bigger the guy is, we want to go low. You want to get under his middle point. So what I'm going to do, so I get off the line, I basically just try to hit him on the ball. First prize, get the ball out of his hands or get the gain line advantage. So what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll hit him and drive through. and get on top of him. And hopefully...
I think that actually might have been a bit quick, Ash. We'll do it again, just to make sure. But no,
Sorry,
the important thing is if we just walk in and stop at the point of contact.
Ben.
So
that fell out when he did that.
Anyway, so you want to try and get underneath the ball, as you said, to dislodge the ball. But what's the key to driving up? What are you trying to do to his weight to tip him over?
I'm at my strongest here. Like head is down or my head is up. And my shoulder's right underneath the ball. He's not very strong at the moment. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to maybe lift a leg, or if you can't get a leg, just drive through with your other leg and just kind of put the pressure through him.
So you're pivoting him on his centre of axis. If you go down as though the tackle's been made, so you were on your back, don't get cocky. Right, so now what's the advantage of making that positive hit? What can you do as a back row player?
First of all, I can get on top of him. I can tell him that listen, I just bullied you. But secondly, obviously, you get on your feet, try to get straight on the ball and get it put on. But it obviously doesn't work like that. You can't just get up and get on the ball. Sometimes you just have to roll away and wait for the second guy to get in. So if I'm in an awkward position and I know I'm not going to get up, I just try to get out the way as quick as possible, let the second guy get in the ball and just get back in the line. And
okay, we'll look at the less offensive tackle. Perhaps Ash has got the mark. She's slightly quicker than you. So if you start at this end, and he's actually already beaten you on the outside, what are you thinking there? You obviously. So at this point, are you actually thinking, I'm going to make the physical hit, but then something changes in your mind? Is that how it works?
Obviously, this is something that happens a bit quicker. This is when you're out of position, so you haven't got time to set. Maybe come around a corner. And a guy with better feet, this is desperation system for me. I can't get a good hit on him. All I got to do now is get him to the ground. So if he gets me there, I got to try and get him around. Best place is just trying to get the legs. If I hit the legs, flip around and try to get on the ball. So hopefully you've got your adjusting defender try to cut him off. But if there's a big gap between you, you just got to hit the legs and try to get him down as soon as possible.
And just one last one to look at. If a team does make a bust against you and you're making the cover tackle, so this time Ash is going to be playing this way, he's broken through. If you can catch him, what are you thinking as you approach him from behind?
If I
Sounded wrong. I wouldn't do that, son.
This is actually my favourite position from behind. Tackling. Okay. Like I've seen in the clip with Ben Morgan breaking away, big guys up the base is the toughest to defend. So if they do get the fend on you, where you'd be in this position and this kind of through or make the break, same thing, hit the legs. It's going to be tough. You've got to get your face in there. That's why my nose looks like this. You probably try to, if you get the jersey, and just kind of put him in and maybe get a leg tackle on him. And then the same thing, try to get on the ball or roll out the way and get it going.
And you're swinging your hips around so that you're onside and you can attack. That's brilliant,
or roll away.
The only one we haven't worked on that Jacques obviously patented is the face tackle. But we run out of time, so sorry.
Don't do it on me.